Hello everyone and welcome back to the Central Network, and in today's video I have some juicy Star Wars The Old Republic news for you. Before we begin guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you're enjoying our content, it's the best way to support us. Thank you very much. I also wanted to make this another Make Your Voices Heard video so we can collect a huge amount of feedback around today's topics. I wanted to kick it off nice and easy with some conquest updates. However, the conquest updates we are getting aren't any additional systems or the like, just a rebalance across points rewarded for goals accomplished, along with a lot of other minor changes that make the conquest life easier. There are far too many numbers involved for me to read it in an articulate manner, so I'll leave you with the forum link so you can scour over the details with your own eyes. Now, the meat of this video is going to be about the guard changes for DPS, the new 300 rated augments, and the Toxicity Post we saw on the SWTOR forum. So if you didn't know already, the ability guard for DPS is being changed in patch 6.1.4. The devs believe that DPS who use guard are able to take advantage of, guard. Was that even news? Anyway, so they're nerfing it. Now, exclusively when you spec into DPS, if you apply your guard to someone, you will deal 50% less damage. 50% less damage. Now, I must stress that this change also applies to PvE. So if you're a DPS in PvE who uses guard often, you might want to stop. Just to clarify again, if you are a tank, this change won't affect you. Now, of course, many people will be happy about this. Some might say that a DPS who can use guard may be a little OP in ranked, especially when they're very good players. There are people in ranked who can global you after one slip-up. Every decision matters, so taking away a protection ability from DPS could level the playing field in an arena. However, this change was made for the PvP community specifically, but the devs have implemented this change across the board, for PvP and PvE alike. Some players are beckoning for the change to only be applied to enemy players, rather than the ability as a whole. I'd like to pass this off to you folks. What do you think of the guard changes, and do you think this will be good for the game overall? Also, let me know if you would like to see the guard changes only applied in PvP. Okay, let's talk about these new augments. Again, this is due for release with patch 6.1.4. So the new augments will be item rating 300 and named Superior Augment 77. They will be craftable by Arms Tech, Armor Mech, and Synth Weaving just like usual, and you can purchase the schematic at your respective crafting trainer for a mere 35,000 galactic credits. Now, to craft these new augments, you will be needing the new materials. The materials you need are 25 of the RPM 13 and 15 of the OEM 37, which you will combine along with 5 legendary embers to make a CM 1337. The CM 1337 is the new item needed to craft your new augment. The specific ingredients for the augments are as you can see on screen. Of course, new augments in the game is awesome news. This means the players have a new item to work towards to bolster their gear. However, on the forum, we see mixed reactions from the community based on these facts. To obtain the two materials, you need to make the CM 1337. You must, and I say must quite loosely, play ranked PvP and Master Mode operations. The material RPM 13 will only be rewarded in Master Mode operations, and the material OEM 37 is only obtainable through winning ranked PvP matches. The players don't seem to be too happy with having to play a type of content they usually wouldn't. That being said, these items are tradable and can be sold on the GTN. The devs have said that they made this change intentionally and are confident in the game's trading economy to assist players crafting the new augments who don't play ranked or don't play Master Mode operations. But once again, I'd like to pass this off to you folks. What do you think of this update coming for augments? Let me know in the comment section. Now, lastly in this video, we're going to talk about the Toxicity Post on the forum. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, hit pause, click the link in the description, and read over the post. But if you can't be bothered to do that, you can just stick around and see what I have to say. It will come at no surprise for me to tell you that people are mean to each other online, even in our MMO, Star Wars The Old Republic. In an effort to help combat players who harass others and who are toxic, the devs have introduced a new legacy-wide ignore list, so people can no longer simply create another character to harass someone who has them blocked elsewhere. a great feature to see added. Will we possibly see a legacy-wide friends list? Who knows? But now we have a reason to nag more for it. I don't really have much else to say about the post. I realize some people might be expecting me to jump on the toxic players, but that's not really what I'm going to do. Instead, I'll leave it with this. If someone is harassing you online, block them instantly and do nothing to provoke a further reaction from them. Hopefully with the legacy-wide block, this will be enough to fix any issues you had from certain individuals you would like to avoid in your social experience. Obviously it sucks when this happens, no one wants to be harassed online, but sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, and we take the bait these toxic people dangle, and we reply to them, get mad with them, and it goes on and on. Honestly, we're all people at the end of the day, and if someone is bothering you, hit ignore and move on. The more value you put into something, the more emotional it can cause you to be. Don't put any value in these toxic people. And on that note, that will be the end of this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace out, plebs, and I'll catch you in the next one.